Okay, in this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 reasons why you should consider doing a live stream on YouTube if you're looking to build a channel. And this is my first live stream on this channel, but I have done 2 other live streams within the last week on my other channel, trying to figure out how to do live streams and to see if there's any benefit. And I've found some pretty interesting stuff. Now, the second live stream I've done was just finished probably about an hour ago, so it's still kind of updating on the system, but the one I did a few days ago seemed to have grabbed a lot of traction pretty early. And what I'm thinking is, if you're looking to start a YouTube channel and you have the capability of doing a live stream style, like you're not nervous or you don't have any reservations about how you're going to look, or you basically just don't want to edit. That's one of the main reasons why I started this live streaming process, or to learn it, is not only, I'm going to go over some of this in the future. In the video itself, I have a whole presentation kind of set up for it, but what I wanted to start with to premise what this video is about, and I'd love to hear your comments along the way. I also love to hear what you think about live streaming, if you think you can do it or not. And it's one of those things, to be honest, you just gotta kind of try it to know. I am using a software called Streamlabs, and it is free, and it took probably about a few hours to do a setup to see if it got it the way I want it to work. And after just doing 3 live streams, I've got it down pretty good. The setup itself, you just have to do one time. I did watch probably about 5 or 6 videos on how to do the setup, what different tips people had about doing it, and I got a really good understanding of it. But the greatest thing is that it's free. So keep that in mind. I am using a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 to do the video itself that you're seeing, and it's plugged directly by USB into my mini mat. And I have a green screen behind me, which is why you see what you do behind, as far as the background that's set up there, so that you don't see the green screen. But that didn't take very much, and you don't need to have a green screen. You can actually even use a white wall or something else if you want to, but this is a great tool, and there's some benefits that I'm going to be talking about, which I think you might want to consider why this is actually a good opportunity to build a channel and how it helps. So I'm going to move me aside for now a little here, and then I'm going to bring up a screen that will talk or show the reasons why you might want to try live streaming. And let's see why it's not going. Here we go. All right, so I have the presentation set up here, and this here is the reasons to live stream. And again, like I said, it is in a kind of a presentation format because I don't want to lose my train of thought, or the reasons being. So first and foremost, you do get live interaction and real time, where you can actually see people chatting along the way. Now, this is something I forget to do all the time, but I forgot to turn on the chat, where I have a iPad set up that will actually show me if people are chatting back on me. But as you get better at it, and you actually set your time and you tell people you're going to be there, you will get people who will want to say stuff and interact with you. So that's pretty cool. You get this opportunity to actually have real-time interaction, and that builds actually a bigger following. People get to know you better. So that's one of the reasons why you want to. So let's go ahead and talk about what I have as my notes. Live stream allow for direct real-time interaction with your audience. This builds a stronger connection, and it fosters community engagements as viewers ask questions and get immediate responses. So you'll get more people going. Now, one of the reasons why I also want to talk about live streaming as an opportunity is because my wife and we watch live streamers almost every night, and these are Disney guys who are walking around the Disneyland parks, and they're basically they do it almost every single night. And one guy we watch, Coda Bear the Explorer, he reached 20,000 subscribers in just like a few days, under 1 year's time of doing live streaming. And like anybody else, he actually worked his way up to doing it. But one of the things he does is the real-time interaction is very interactive, and he comments a lot on that. So that is one of the ways he's done it very well. Now, the other thing is that you do increase engagement, and that is a big benefit to you. So live content often generates higher engagement rates than pre-recorded videos, and this excitement and the urgency the live events can attract more viewers and keep them watching even longer. So for those of you who don't know, on YouTube, the longer you watch or people watch your videos, the more it starts to feed it out even more often. And I did see this on one of my other videos earlier. So good content is also going to be playing a good reason why people will want to watch, and like, you know, something where they're going to be watching for a specific reason. The other thing is, when you do a live stream, when you're done, it automatically posts to YouTube. So now you have all this opportunity for people to watch after that. The other thing is you have diversified content, and what that, I guess, means is every live stream that you do is a little different, right? So live streaming offers a different type of content compared to traditional videos. You can host Q&A sessions, live product reviews, tutorials like this, or even live events, providing that it's a variety to your channel, which gives, you know, people reasons to come back, so they're not thinking they're going to see the same thing over and over. So my live streams in my e-bike channel, I typically do a lot of e-bike reviews. Now that I'm doing live streams, what I'm doing is e-bike industry news, and people like it. I mean, I did one on basically e-bike crime is on the rise, and that's mostly because there's so much more e-bikes out there. But with this rise in the crime, there's also ways to protect yourself. So I talk about air tags and locks, and kind of even funny stories that I found on the web about e-bikes and thefts that's been happening, and also some of the dangers of what's been happening out there too. People really want e-bikes. All right, so next we have also improved algorithm favorability, and this is a big one. So YouTube's algorithm tends to favor live streams, and this has been actually notated by a lot of different live streamers, and also by people who are, I guess, the gurus of the YouTube industry. So live videos can rank higher in search results and in the recommended videos, and increased visibility and reach. So that is another thing that you really want to have in any one of your videos. If you get an immediate response of people jumping on a live stream, then it's also very helpful to get the momentum going right off the bat, especially if you have a smaller or newer channel. Now, a lot of times, don't be discouraged. Like I'm seeing right now in my Streamlabs screen, it does say that I have 2 viewers on, and I think one is my wife, and there's somebody else out there that's on there. So I am actually getting it. And my other channel, as soon as I launch, I do have about 11,800 subscribers on that other channel, and usually, typically when I launch, immediately I'll get 4 or 5 people that jump on, and I think even up to 11 on the last one. But what happens is, after it's done, the views keep coming in. It's been really interesting to see. So you do get this increased visibility, and you do get the reach, and it does show up right away. And live, you can see it. Now, you can also interact with people. I don't intend for this to be more than maybe 12 to 15 minutes long on this particular video itself, but the other ones last 20 to 30 minutes. So you do want to have your content ready to go. And that way, like even this, I do spend time putting it together, but the greatest thing is, a typical video for me to edit takes about 8 hours on my e-bike channel. On this channel, probably takes me about 25 to 45 minutes to edit after I'm done, if I do anything in advance. Well, what live streaming does, it makes you do it in advance. And a lot of times I'm doing research, which is stuff I'm interested in anyway. It's a lot of fun to do, but now I get to actually share it right when I'm done. And once I'm done, I'm done. Other than, you know, making a thumbnail and fixing some things up there, that's the only other thing that I do after the fact. Unless there's something I don't want on there, maybe I might go in and edit through the YouTube editor. I'm trying to see if I can do that or not. The next thing is you get immediate feedback. When your live streams start to get larger and you have people watching, you get immediate feedback by people actually commenting right away. So that being said, trolls will be trolls. You're going to get some of those as well. I know that that's something that's going to automatically happen. Keep that in mind. Just ignore some of them and there is some kind of need for some people to try to really get under the skin of streamers. Now, granted, that could definitely happen sooner or later to me one day, where somebody might say something, but I'm pretty reasonable in knowing whether or not it's worth my time to do it. Plus, I have no ego to protect. I don't know everything, and I'm very honest about that. I still have a lot way to go to grow a nice, really big channel in the hundreds of thousands. But the immediate feedback will be really good. The other thing is you can use streams to answer feedback from old videos that you have done. Like say you had a bunch of the same questions over and over, that might be a great opportunity to say, hey, you do a Q&A. And then at that time, when you're waiting for people to jump on and ask you questions, you can just answer questions that have already been given to you. And that I'll be doing in my other channel as well. So that's another opportunity for you to do it. Now here's, I guess, my notes that are coming up. Live streaming allows you to receive instant feedback from your audience. This can help you better understand what your viewers like, allowing you to tailor future content to meet their preferences better. And basically what I said, you get a chance to actually get feedback right away. You get to talk to them, you get to hear what they want. And if you're good at actually just kind of rambling on, or not necessarily, but actually commenting and keeping viewers engaged, this is a great opportunity. Again, this is something that I'm just testing. I have not actually posted. For those of you who have actually been following this channel in a while, I went to Japan and I've been back for a while, and it took me 9 days before I even did my first video after return. I think we came back on the 1st, and then it's been another, almost a week after my last post to do it. I had a challenge to do 100 videos in 100 days, and I've been posting to the other channel here and there, a few of them, but I am way behind trying to do that many videos, and I have honestly don't think I'll be able to succeed in the final challenge for that. I don't know when that end date is for me to hit, but in the meantime, what I've been doing is doing a lot of research on different niches that I'm really interested in, that I want to go ahead and grow. And I think what I want to do is stick with the live stream format. For one thing, you do the research, you can get on there. Once you set a schedule, so that's another thing I'm going to start doing. Right now, it's 11:36 at night. Most people are sleeping, so this is probably like one of the worst times to actually do a live stream. But that's okay. Once it goes up, it's going to be something that's going to be permanently up so that I can get views for it. And what you want to do is ideally set a time so that you will be at your desk or at a certain place doing your live stream every single day where people know to go. So like the guy that we watch every day, we know he's going to be live streaming typically about 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the evening all the way till midnight when Disneyland closes. And we get to see what the park is like. And on weekends, when he's not working his full-time job, he's walking the park from as early as 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And if we're just interesting, just to see what it's like, it kind of, my wife and I have gone to Disneyland quite a bit. So we like watching to see how busy it is, just hearing his comments. He goes on all the rides and he's filming these things. And it's really not necessarily educational as it is entertaining to see what it's like at the park when we can't be there. It's almost as good as being there. So if you have opportunities of going to really special places, that's really cool that you can actually to do. But for me, it's going to be mostly educational content. It's stuff that I want to get up there. It may be more interaction. I like to do stuff with news because then you have new stuff coming up all the time. I was thinking about doing research every day of what new AI stuff is coming up, and maybe do a live stream every other day about what's been going on because that changes so fast. Politics is another one you can do. I don't want to get into that type of debate. There's so much, I don't know, polarization of good and bad of the way people talk with some, but you can. If you have very strong political views and you're a little thick-skinned on it, you can jump on a live stream and you can build a channel pretty quickly with stuff like that. What else? I mean, there's so much technology. There's so much stuff on technology out there that comes out every day that's brand new. The last live stream I did about an hour ago, like I said on my other channel, I did it on e-bike battery technology because that's something that's new and it usually attracts a lot of attention. Problem is I did it at 10:30 at night. If I did it, had I done it yesterday, I mean, tomorrow at maybe 9, it would have done a lot better. More than likely. But all in all, this is one of the things I just wanted to go ahead and talk about. It's not all that difficult to do a live stream. Get your thoughts in your place in mind. It's as if you're going to be doing a talk in front of an audience, I guess. In fact, sometimes it's even harder to do it in front of a camera than an audience. But in other cases, you're not having the nervousness of having all these eyeballs staring at you. I only have me staring back at me, and that's not that bad. So I love to hear what your thoughts are. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Do you think you have the capability of doing live streams? And of course, if you've never done one before, don't expect too much. Just get doing it. In fact, I would say if you expect it to suck, then you won't be disappointed and you just keep on going, because everybody's first videos usually typically suck. But that's one thing I guess I can just go ahead and talk about, is that doing things in front of an audience is sometimes good and bad, but you don't get to take it back, especially on a live stream. Once it goes up, you can take it down. You can keep that in mind if you don't want it up there. But if it does well, you can keep it up, and then you've done it, and you move on to your next thing. And that's one of the fastest ways to go ahead and get content up. I wanted to go ahead and make an announcement that this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will be launching a meetup group live stream. And I don't have all the details yet. Look in the comments below if you're watching this video a little later, before July 24 is when we're going to be doing the live stream of. It's a YouTube meetup group, and we're going to be talking about just YouTube stuff, live stream, some of my stats, going over it, and I'll be able to post it in the bottom of the description below about the live stream. Hopefully I may be able to stream it here, but the internet that where we're having at the place that we actually have our meetup usually is not too good. If you are seeing this before the 24th and you are in the Southern California area and you want to join me and a group of my friends at our meetup group, we meet at the Barnes and Nobles in Valencia, California. That's in Southern California, in the Santa Clarita Valley. It's a Barnes and Nobles in Valencia, California. We will be there at 7 p.m. There is a meeting room next to the music room there, and you're welcome to join us. It's from 7 to 8:30, and we usually end right on time, and we usually start pretty much right on time as well. And the internet's not, like I said, not the greatest there. We might be able to stream, we might not. We're going to see how it works out. But for now, that's today's video, and thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your comments. I will see you in the